That's the wrong overlay. Oh dear. Yep, I'm prepared. Can you tell? I've just realised I've set the wrong game. Hang on a mo. I'm not doing Transport Tycoon today, I'm doing Creative. I wasn't ready, okay? I had a bit of a panic. I've just been sending a text as the countdown was going, and then hang on a minute. There we go. Thank goodness for chatty. Right, I want to also stream to the programming community. Would be nice. Community not found. Great. Oh, we have to put it lowercase, otherwise it just doesn't understand it. Fair enough. Then I guess Twitch Dev, I suppose. Is Twitch Dev even like a game category? That'd be good. Oh, sorry, all lowercase again, bless you, all lowercase. Because Twitch offers no search API, which is nice. Okay, that's the community done. And then just to check, is there actually a Twitch Dev game? There probably isn't, but still. Still searching for it, it's not giving me no. Let's assume not. Creative will do nicely. Okay, so now that minor hitch is fixed, allow me just to compose my stream layout because my second screen is currently a mess and I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're back and we have not changed the title either. There we are. Right, okay, now we're ready. I think. There we go. It's acknowledged it now, as you can see there. Okay. Okay. So then, last time we were looking at the Twitch Helix library, which I'm starting on. That is essentially just a... Oh, thanks Distortednet. I've just seen his tweet. I'll bring that up later. Hope he streams. I can probably use the raid command out on him. Right, so we were looking again at the Twitch Helix API, which is the new one. The version file has been deprecated and then brought out this, which is incomplete and pretty much useless. But anyway, we're not going to let that stop us. So far we've done this, and this. We've just kept to the users bit. So, as you may have seen on my tweet if you've looked at Twitter, hey, thanks for the follow, Jack Life. Yeah, I think that says, yeah. I've just realised that on OBS the follow alert's like on white and the yellow text doesn't work. But anyway, thanks for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. So, yeah, so I think I'm going to start with the streams bit. And, oh, what is all this? Right, so it's basically just going to follow the exact same pattern as what we've already used. So, it's got its little sub-module bit, and then it's got the function name, and you give it a data payload, and that it unpacks it all and gives it that, and then depending on whatever you give it, it will stringify it, send the request, give it back, and then generate a payload based off the HTTP code, the status message, nice little error message if needed, and then data if it's available. For the errors, obviously it isn't. So, let us begin. Oh, apparently I've already done that. That's useful, isn't it? Right, so let's just copy this bit, and let's get started. So for these, I'm trying to keep the same function names as what the API calls them. So for example, get users corresponds to get users here is the plan. Whether or not that'll stick or not, I don't know. I think there's another Twitter notification there. Yeah, thanks to everyone on the who's paid attention to Twitter, much appreciated. Okay, so basically it's the same again, really. It's quite a straightforward one. So get streams, and just so we're keeping the same name, and I think I might actually just ignore my errors for now and just assume it's going to work, because I believe you actually need to specify anything for this. I mean, it looks like if you get nothing, get streams return by a number of current viewers in descending order across multiple pages of results. Maybe duplicate or missing streams as viewer enjoy on the streams, assumably just because it's cached. That's fine, not to worry. So, I guess the starting block really is just clear all this off and see what it gives back, really. So on my little app.js here, you can see where I was messing around with this yesterday. I don't need authentication to do this endpoint, but I've kept it there because I was having issues with it last time. That was sort of my biggest achievement last time, is I actually got the authentication to work. Everyone say hooray! So, API, streams being the module which I've just realised I've forgotten to import, because I'm an idiot. Oh, I've made a mess of that, haven't I? Streams. There we go. Okay. And then this is now going to be streams, and I don't think I'm just going to put queries as I just realised that I should define queries anywhere. That's bad practice, isn't it? So var queries equals to nothing, I suppose. I don't need anything for now. Thank you for the follow, Hyperthreaded. Very much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Okay, so queries is that. So let's run it. I've not actually, conveniently, because it's a virtual machine, it's just saved everything that was on here last time I used it. So, I forgot to actually write the code out, didn't I? API streams, yeah, get streams like so. And then, because it's promised, we just use then function data, and then just log whatever it returns, which is straightforward enough. Object. Let's look at an object, shall we? Because why not? data 0. Okay, so play. Charming, isn't it? Lyric. So in theory, if I now go to no, not Twitter, to TV directory, I think it is. Do you know? I actually can't remember. I think it's just directory. That's games. I want channels. It's bad that I've forgotten this, isn't it? Channels. That is really bad that I've forgotten that. Oh, hang on, is it directory all? There we go, top channels. I remember this. I can use Twitch. Yeah, so it's got the top one. So in theory, then I don't actually need any error verification because. Oh wait, hang on. No, sorry, I do because I believe that so first has a limit, community ID has a limit, game ID has a limit, language has a limit, user loads of them have limits. Wow. Okay, so I lied. I do actually need verification. Okay, so let's remove that and let's uncomment out all this. These bits and pieces, and then let's get started. So, I think we'll just ignore that one, and then we'll go from here. So, let's go down in ascending order, down the list order, not ascending order. So, if data.communityID, and that's more than 100, you specify too many community IDs. The maximum is 100. Good. The next one is first. Yeah, and I don't need to specify 20 because that's a default, that's fine. Now I can't actually remember, how did I phrase this on the other one? You specify the first parameter that is too low. Low, that should be, not too high. I suppose I'd probably verify both of those, shouldn't I? But then again, I suppose that'll just catch it all, won't it? So data.first and that, and then copy this part. Because whereas this is a length, so if it's 0, that's fine. This isn't. This is actually an integer value. It's the only one, so that's okay. So then game ID. This is something I use on Purple Plus, I believe. No, it's not right. Okay, and then game ID. Just change the recording. You specify too many game IDs. The maximum is 100. Because the reason I'm being so careful on these error messages, there is nothing worse than something that just doesn't tell you what the problem is. There's nothing worse than it. So that's why I'm sort of quite keen on these, you know, the status message for easy comparison. So if status equals 200, you know it's worked. And then it gives you a brief description that you can interpret easily, because comparing that just isn't, you know, fair really, because it might change it, whereas bad request is much less likely to change. The language, I need to make sure that's so many verification steps on this, isn't there? It's incredible. Oh, wrong one. There we go. No. There we go. Language is up next. And then, dear, you can tell it's late, can't you? You specify too many languages. Not languages. The maximum is 100, and then next it is user ID and user login. And then I'll come back to whatever the other one was in a minute. User. Okay, that's good. And then type. Oh, hang on a minute. Specify too many user IDs, and then do I call it too many usernames? And then all that's left to do now is to basically just include the other one. So if I've specified a type and the type is not equal to all, and the type is not equal to, is it live and vodcast? Yep. Live type is not equal to vodcast. Because I believe this will just return an error anyway. Why did I try out Firefox Quantum? I don't think I have done. You're referencing this? Yeah. You'll have to explain what you mean. Sorry. Not familiar with that. Is it like Chromium or something? Specified valid type parameter. Options are all. That's not going to work. That's an old version. Zilla released. No. I haven't. This is a month-old virtual machine. I think, to be fair, on this I only ever downloaded Firefox because when I first had it, I didn't have enough RAM to run Chrome, because I prefer Chrome massively. On my actual computer I've got Chrome, and so I just downloaded that as a bit of an alternative really, because Internet Explorer is just terrible, as we all know. All. Is it worth trying? Would you recommend it? I can always have a look into it. Okay, so let's try that out, I suppose. Oh, you can't really community ID of undefined. Oh, I need to put data and no, it's going to take forever. You don't specify any data. Oh, hang on. Not ZZ, what's ZZ? Okay, so that's sorted, and then there's no data or that, and then that's fine, and then I just need to double check on that in authentication. Pretty cool, check it out when you got free time. Okay, I'll make a note to do that. In comparison, I mean, Firefox sort of eats less memory than Chrome, doesn't it? Because I think that sort of Pac-Man gif of Chrome sort of sums it up quite nicely, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Right, let's try that again. Query string is not defined. Because I didn't import it. So I'm scrub once again. Oh, done it again. Have it on that. Oh, here. Let's leave that for now. Oh, queries equals that. Okay, good. So it acknowledges that lyric again. So, I just need to now basically just go through all the parameters. Fortunately, there's quite a lot of them. So it's after before, after data dot after before, data dot before, community ID is data dot community ID. First is data.first, and I've forgotten the rest now. Game ID is data.game ID. Language, it does get a bit tedious after a while, but you know, I'd like to think it'll all be worth it in the end. The thing is, I don't know what to do with these projects. I've got quite a few nice ones planned up. There's Hopeful Bot, which I'd like to do. There's Purple Plus, which still needs doing. It's just, I've got these, all these nice ideas, but then just, never get around to finishing them. Okay, let's give that a try then. So that didn't work. I've just realised that there's a bit of an issue, isn't there? I'm just thinking maybe instead of there being no data object, why don't I just put a, if there's no data, data should equal this. Maybe yeah, okay, let's do that. So let's get rid of this complicated and rather ridiculous bracket system here that I've acquired somehow. And then yeah, so if there's no data, data is just an empty object because I don't need one. And then the rest, I'll just get caught by the next thing, really, won't it? So that's okay. Okay, and then same again. This I just realised I have to put it in every single one, don't I? Not just the top one. That would be helpful. Okay, and then just finally streams to do. I've done that one already. No, I'm on authentication, that's why. Right, yeah, and then so that then prevents the error that I've just got then, as well as solving that issue I was having earlier. That sort of just botched up a bit, really. This is the correct terminology for it. So that's someone different. Oh, his lyric just changed his title. Oh, and maybe he went offline or something. Hang on a minute. No, not. Keep forgetting I've got that installed. Oh, okay, so it's just a viewer swap round. Right, that's fine. So, let us. I don't even know the. Let's have a look at the Twitch subreddit community, shall we? So let's get rid of this bit. So community ID is going to be, and then we just need to actually go and find the Twitch subreddit one because I don't really know how to get it otherwise. And also, I don't actually know what they look like, which doesn't help. This is the really could have made it a bit easier to follow. I mean, the thing is, the community names. Hi, Matty. I'm assuming that's still you with your changed name. I guess that was a JTV name. How are you? Yeah, I thought it was. Finally got your name you wanted then? Confuse you and change. When I changed your name? When did I change your name? I'm missing something. Oh, your name, right? Yeah. I was thinking about I was thinking of buying a web domain, and Heap 1.2 doesn't look very good, and Heap as itself was taken. So I thought I went for something different. So I went for the good old approach of random name generator. whack on a few letters, and here I am as Glyciant. I did reclaim Heap, actually. It's funny you should mention that. I reclaimed it when the JTV news came out. It's my alt, so I've got that at least. Just a bit too late, unfortunately. I could get it on Twitter, I probably would change back, but it's just not worth it now. Besides, I think Heap 123 account got suspended on Twitter. Right, I don't think they're streaming to the subreddit community. I just get that feeling. I've been wrong before. Did I miss one out or something? Oh no, what have I done? Is it IDs plural? No, no. Oh, why has this got to be so difficult? Right, let's get me queries and see what it says. I've probably just not passed it on properly or something. What? Apparently I've got none. That's you. Oh, because you've... No. What? What's it doing? Well, I assume... So, did you only just figure it out? Because I assume that by you coming here, like, to my streams, I assume you'd known for a while. Yeah, I went into another stream, and I just said hi, and I got my mod, so I thought they probably have no idea who I am. And yeah, they claimed that it was just, who is this Glycian person, and why are they modded in my channel? I don't have a clue who they are. It's a shame there's no sort of, as far as I'm aware, there's no built-in feature to detect someone's past names. That would be good, really. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was looking why this doesn't work. Check the name, of course, we did too late. Right, yeah. That's fair enough. I'm sure you're probably not the first. I mean, I suppose for some, like, for example, take yours, for example, is obviously Matt, you know. That is obvious. I mean, you know, I'd guess that was you because of the bright green name. And... oh, staff have arrived, run away! Hi Liam, long time no see, how are you? Good to see you. If there is, it's the first I've heard of it, but then again, I've been pretty out of the loop lately. Also, it's not Heap. We've just been talking about this. Yeah. Oh, that's speaking of Frank Face. I'm glad that's supported on the beta because I actually used that. I went off BTTV. Aww, that's nice, Liam. You're forever missed on the mod team. Yeah, when I'm glad Frank Faces supports the beta because I gave up on Better Twitch TV after that cross-site scripting exploit. I decided that was a good point to give up on it. It doesn't catch everything, yeah. Still, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Right, what was it? No, yeah, so data isn't accepting it, so I've gone to streams, getting streams. Oh yeah, there's routes too, I hadn't thought of that, yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. Tell you what, let's have a look at it, shall we? Hang on a second. Oh, does it? Right. I didn't know that, so Glyciant. There you are. Just that one. And then yeah, so that doesn't detect those, and then yeah, that's quite good. It's probably someone who's got like 3 or something. I mean, I've when they released the JTV names for non-partners, we were trawling through them in the Twitch support chat and just seeing who's going to get banned. And there were quite a few actually of things people thought were clearly a good idea, but root was a tool for everything. Like pretty much from day one, uploads came, it made an importer for YouTube to Twitch. Well, that's how you do it, isn't it? I must admit, speaking of uploads, pardon the voice break, I'm quite disappointed really. There's not really done much with uploads. Twitch as a company, from what I've seen anyway. It's probably all behind the scenes, but I've not seen them used much. I've not used them, but then again, why would I? I was going to make some tutorial videos for Purple Plus, but I just never did it in the end. I was going to upload them to the Twitch subreddit channel. I should probably actually do this. This would be good. Right. So query still isn't defined. Is it because I've just put that in? Then again, if I've defined it before there, then data should just be unaffected. Right? No, not much discovery in the non-live world. Yeah. It's a shame, really, because it was a good idea. And, I'd have used. I could see having good uses. Still, clips is quite good. There's a non-live thing that's getting quite a lot of exposure. I don't understand why data's undefined. It must be acknowledging what I'm doing because it's returning the data. And then even if I did so, but at least I suppose it's catching this whenever I there you go, if I could spell. So yeah, so at least it's converted to an object, it doesn't just error out completely. But even still, it doesn't really explain why it's undefined. So I wonder if I do same here, and I just steal someone's ID when he's Liam because I can. So API users, and then I think it's get users I've called it. I can't actually remember. ID, and array is that, and just the rest is exactly the same. Let's see all the secrets about Liam. None. Great. Can't read property data of none. You do not consent. Tough. This is my domain. You can't ban me here. 2 minutes later. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, laugh at me more. Laugh at me more. Cannot read property data of null. Right. Clearly something's gone horribly wrong somewhere. Where am I even doing data of null? I never once asked for that. What have I missed? I bet this isn't really obvious, you know. I've also just realised that, oh wait, no, that shouldn't matter either. Oh no, what have I done? Well, that's bad, isn't it? I really don't know what I've done. It should still work. Let's just get rid of that for a minute, and back on app. Get rid of that for a minute. Oh, it's because there was. Oh, I know why. Because I've done that. That's where the data can't read it from. It's just null. Let's see what the error was then. Must specify an ID or username. Don't tell me it can't get that. Oh, it can't. What do you know? I wonder why that is then. Can you get it from up there? Right. So it's the promise it doesn't like. Never simple, is it? Unless I can just pass it through the promise somehow. Let's put it back there again. So this should give me saying. So it's Why? It never used to do that. Right, okay. Promise, JavaScript, promise, function, parameters, undefined. Yeah, hit me. That's strange. I really don't get it. Oh, hang on, that might be what I wanted. Ground return, promise, fulfill. Fulfill. Returns the result, call promise at then callback doesn't return it. What? I feel like I'm overcomplicating this slightly. Second promise, the parameter user is undefined. Yeah. How can I pass multiple parameters through a promise chain? These promises continue to get more information. Shows you these operators and commands for an object and deconstruct the call. Promise object hold a single fulfilled value which is passed out. Unfulfilled. I've sent it. This is exactly what I've done. The only difference is that I've made it a proper function to that point. So let's try that. Really, I mean, it's still a function, isn't it? Function get users. Okay, give that a go. Have I forgotten how to code or something? Oh, because it's an object, isn't it? Whoops. Get users is equal to function like that. That's what I want. It's just the exact same thing. So shorthanding doesn't work. Oh dear, another thing breaks. It's going so well as well. That's what I don't understand. Let's pull out some relaxing music to calm the situation down. There we go. It was not too loud. There's absolutely no sound check before this stream, so probably too bad, but oh well. This is bothering me now. I don't get it. This used to work. I'm absolutely 100% sure of that. Let's look at this then. So in the database file, it is the exact same thing in principle. The only difference is the middle bit. But that is actually getting the. So. Let's have another go at this. It's a JavaScript function, parameters, defined in promise. It's not returned undefined. This is I don't get it unless I can What was some other way of passing it through? It's not a global thing, so why would I need to do that? I should just keep going with it. I'm not sure I call it something else. Of our data. No, not data. Data 2 equals data. That's a reference to it. So this probably won't work. That'll be undefined, but that's fine. ID undefined. What? Why? What? So, hang on. So if I put that, right? If this works, I'll be very annoyed. Oh, data 2 is not. No, data. I know data 2 is not defined. What's the point of it? And the keyboard stopped working. Fantastic. Hang on a minute. Okay. Oh, it's gone again. So if I give it the same name, it doesn't work. But if I call it, I call this I don't know, payload. Data is equal to payload. Then make payload there. Oh, that didn't work. Did I put them in the wrong order or something last time? Okay. So that's when I had data and data 2. Right. Okay, so if you call it data 2, that's fine. If you call it anything else, it's just not fine. So if I call this, this, and this. Call those payload. Everything else will error, but I don't really mind for now. And then data is going to, so it's now got to be that. So, let me get this right. The only variable that wants to work is that. So data 2 is valid, and then I've changed this to data, it'll go, nope, you're not doing that. Whoops. Hang on, I'm dead. Stupid program. What is going on? So if I change data all into that to payload, and it just goes, yep, you can have that. That's fine. I'm so annoyed. Let's get rid of. Ready for this now. I closed down the thing in frustration. That is how annoyed about this I'm going to be. Switch Helix and then Node JS. ID. So make these all data. So okay, so basically it's just doing the opposite of what I want it to do. So now payload isn't right, but data is right. If I remove this, just makes no sense. Ready to watch it do the exact opposite of what I want it to do? Get rid of that, it's useless now. I'm logging everything twice, but I guess as long as I just give it a different name, that'll work. data is equal to payload. The payload, which is as defined above. And let's just see how it takes that. And now payload is defined, but the rest isn't. This became a bit of an unexpected battle, didn't it? So if I change this is because there's more than one thing called data, but that just seems unlikely. So data payload replace that as well. Okay, so that's just so if there's no payload, then redefine payload. Does that still work? No. So it's actually the whole thing that was supposed to stop the error is the thing that actually caused it. That's what I've just learned from that. So let's get rid of that. Oh, hang on, don't go that far back. Delete everything I've done. Yeah, keep that in there. Put that back. Right. That's fixed. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's fine. And now get rid of all this. So if, and this is now all going to be that. I might just make it a try, you know. Maybe that's the easy way forward. And then only at that point, so if... Now this might just break it though. Let's just see if this works so far. Okay. And then let's just check this is actually Liam and not someone else. Yep, can confirm that is Liam with this inaccurate description there. See this, Liam? Points out your errors. Good thing. Yeah, that's fine then. So next up, I just need to, you know, just not so that's the streams, but still an admin. Oh right. Oh yeah, you are, aren't you? I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Ventic who got a job. Sorry. Yes. You and your fancy staffing badge. I suppose make an actual staffing badge at this point. UTID is that, and then should apply. Okay, good. So that's actually getting people from the community now, not just random. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, get the first 100. Can. See how many we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Let's go and find out. No, not that again. TV. Communities. That's what 4 by. Woo! Grand Tour. Just dare I open this on stream? You see, Oh, right, yeah, I forgot to do that. Never mind. Please ignore. Do you know, I hadn't even considered putting that on. So that's 5, 10, 50, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 plus the one at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. It's a bit late to do it now. I'm not going to go for much longer, I don't think. It else breaks and I get very upset. So let's just not send anything and see what it does. This is probably just go, no, not doing that. But yeah, I thought it'd do that. Can't read the property after if undefined, so I guess if data queries is that, it's actually just define queries, that'd be good, wouldn't it? And then else, actually, I might as well just call it nothing from the start, hadn't I? So it'd be a bit more efficient. Let's try again. Great, so that works quite nicely. So, another thing down. At least I hope so anyway. Is there a user ID? Yes, there is a user ID one. So let's set it back to, not that, but response data 0. And then let us do a user ID. For which I will use my own, which I can't remember. Yeah, view account 2 started at, that is when I started roughly. Thumbnail is yeah. User ID is yeah, 3. Good. So you've got the game ID, how helpful. And then let us do it again with Liam because it's just open. Just undefined. Unless, oh hang on, what's the response? So there's just nothing. Interesting. I prefer the old one of it just had no it didn't. I was going to say it had a message but it didn't. I just remember it said stream null because it didn't want to help you for some reason. So that stream's done. I'm happy with that. I will do all the testing at a later date I think. But I think as far as it goes it's quite straightforward that one. So, now that I've solved this weird error where it's decided it doesn't want to work. Yeah, next up I think it's going to be games really. So games and videos. Videos is quite a nice one. It's just ID, user ID and game ID and it's a limit of 1, so it's either, I suppose I don't even need an array, I can just send it as 1, can't I? Oh hang on, there's optional ones. Yeah, I should probably just check, I don't think I've done all of them. Users. Just checking there's no optional one that I've missed. Okay, it doesn't look like there are, that's fine. So videos is, I was about to say, it's quite a straightforward one, but there's optional ones that make it not so straightforward. But that's fine. That's a bit, yeah, so those are going to be the more difficult ones, where it's set string values and compared to what else there is. Otherwise, and the page decides if it wants to load. Get games. It's quite straightforward actually. No, I'll actually just start that one quickly. Just because it's a straightforward one, so we'll duplicate streams. And that's going to be games.js. Yep, sorry, reading phone while streaming like I'm a bad streamer. So get games, and then is it just ID and name? At most 100 ID. So I need to have one of the two things. So how do I do this on the users then? So first of all, I don't need to do this because one of them is going to be there. That's a given, so this bit can go. I should also check now that I put games here because I will forget that, and I'll start looking on the stream's endpoint for games, which is now good. Although I suppose the old-fashioned way would do it, look troll through them that way. Where's index? I'll tell you what though, I've done this a lot faster than expected, and I think that says about how much is on this API. To be honest, there's not much at all. His name's got a limit on it. Most 100 name values can be specified. I just might as well do it like this, hadn't I? Yeah, select all that, and yeah, really. So it's ID is just the same, and then name. Valid game ID or name. You have too many game IDs. Just too many game names. So then ID is data.id. Delete the stream's endpoint. No, I'm an idiot. Bring all that back. Okay, let's pretend it didn't happen. Too many game names, and then I was just thinking, I'm sure I've already changed the endpoint name. ID is data.id, and then name data.name. Yep, and test it out, I suppose. So api.games.getGames. Got my streams now. And then I don't actually know what the IDs are. Just do it by name, just for the simplicity of it, and then I can always work backwards from there. So name is creative. Probably should have. In hindsight, probably should have kept the end part. Then console log data, and then oh yeah, actually the response part. They've condensed that, haven't they? Some bit extreme. So I wonder, does the name have to be exact? If it does, that's going to be an issue, definitely. Also, I just realised I actually just put it as one string. It should be an array. Cool. So let's try name, and I'm just going to put in 2 just to test this theory out. So creative and music. Let's just check it returns them both. Oh dear. I can't find anything called that seems unlikely then. Let's swap it. So let's put just, unless music just doesn't exist anymore. No one's. Oh no, my encoding is apparently overloaded. It's not good. Why is it only doing the first one? An exact match. Pretty sure you're supposed to as and ID and ID and ID. Right? Unless if this works, I'm going to be really annoyed. Where is equals name equals creative and music. I'm sorry, creative music. Guess that didn't work, which is good because that would have been silly if it did. Oh, I know why. It's because I forgot that on this I put 0 rather than just that. I have to go back, it should return both of them. Great. I wonder why they've condensed it so much. That's the bit that I wonder. And as that bit there said, to be an exact match, so creative with no E on it, will return nothing. So that's a genuine thing. Great, so our game's working as well in quite a short space of time actually. It was quite a straightforward one. So next time it will be videos, and I don't think I can do this. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to mess with that. I just don't think it's worth it. And then get stream metadata. I want to do this. I think I might do. What does it return? Oh, I see, it brings back. It's the. Yeah, I will do that. So that's 2 more to do next time, which will be on Sunday, and then I believe that will be version 1.0.0. Yes, version 1.0.0 released. So I will shut that down there. Just quick tidy up before I do. So thank you very much to everyone who decided to come out and watch this evening. I know it's only been an hour, but I think it was all I needed for tonight. And then hopefully we'll have wrapped up and finished for next time and published maybe. Would be good. So I'm going to call it that. Is there anyone who I can... no, not really. So hopefully someone was streaming that'd be worth raiding, but I think I'll leave it for tonight. So yeah, thanks for coming along, hope you've enjoyed. Thanks to the people who followed tonight, and thanks to Liam and Matty for keeping me company and still appear to be doing quite the viewer list. And I'll see you all shortly. Bye!